Hello and welcome back to another coin video. My name is Glenn, and in today's video we're looking at these Hong Kong 10-cent coins. So as you can see, there's two different sizes which corresponds to two different metals. And these coins were all in circulation before the Second World War, so before 1941 for Hong Kong. So that's when the Japanese took over Hong Kong at the end of 1941, so started 1942. Can't remember the exact date, but anyway, the last coins that they issued were these ones, and the last year of minting was 1939. That was issued in the circulation, and then we got 1938, which is the lowest minted of this series. And as you can see, this one's in pretty poor condition. I would say probably very fine. And this coin has a mintage of 7.5 million. So still quite a high mintage. You can pick these up for about $5 to $10. And the Hong Kong coins at the time, up until 1992, had this design. So what we have is the denomination, both in English and in Chinese. So you've got 10 cents, which, yep, Yatsen. So Yatsen, yeah, Yatsen is 1 cent. Yatsen is like more equivalent to like $1 in the United States. So it's 1/10 of a dollar. Then we have Hong Kong, so just in Chinese characters. So this pretty much corresponds with the cash coins. So here we have Japanese cash coins, and we have two characters, Tong Bao on that side, which corresponds to like the denomination. It means like official currency or something, and the issuer, which is top to bottom. So, and that's Hong Kong. So it corresponds to the cash coins. Most cash coins have nothing on the back. Anyway, this one is security readed. So we've got reading there, and we have the security feature in the middle. And on this side, we have Georgia 6. So this coin is a nickel coin. It is 4.5 grams. The thickness is only 1.85 millimeters, and the diameter is 20.5 millimeters. And that's a bit different than these silver coins. So these silver coins are 80% silver, and they weigh 2.82 grams. They're 17.5 millimeters in diameter, and they usually just read. No, they are just readed. They have no security reading, which would actually probably decrease the likelihood of these being clipped. That's why they put reading on coins in the first place, because people usually got, I know, not a pair of scissors, this won't cut it, but just pretend it's like a wire cutter, and then they would actually put it on there, and clip, 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 or even just get a file and then they'll just rub the file on there, get the shavings on. They do it so many times they can actually make extra money. So the earliest one I've got is a 1888. Now I did have one in a better condition. I think I've sold it for like $30 or $40. This one is your first coin with a mintage just over 4 million. So this has a mintage of 7,027,000. In this condition, which is probably fine, you're probably talking about in between $10 and $20. So that's a nice coin there, and this is probably the most valuable one of the lot that I have. And as you can see, they have a dot in the center, so that's how you know it's pretty worn. The difference between the Elizabeth coins, not Elizabeth, the Victoria, and the Sun is, you flip this over, so that's coin rotation, and this one you have to rotate it. So it would the S7th, so that's middle rotation. And if we look at the effigy, yeah, this one probably also in fine condition, probably close to very fine, but it has toning on it. So this one's probably $10 to $15. The mintage for 1899 is about 33.8 million. So in the 1890s to 1900s, they actually produced a lot of these coins, which is higher than the population of Hong Kong, because a lot of these were exported to China and used in China. And then after 1905, a lot of them come back. So I think, from memory, China banned the use of foreign coins in the country, so a lot of these were exported back to Hong Kong. And they're also used in Macau as well. It's used the Pataka equals 100 Avos, but it's always been tied to the Hong Kong dollar. And this coin here, you can see the reading on it, it's still quite well. And this is definitely in very fine condition. Yeah, probably $10 to $20 for that coin. Then we have 1900. So I have, how many coins 1900? I think 2. Yep, here's the other one. In 1900, they had 2 mintages. So where you find the actual mint mark is you turn it over, and it's underneath Queen Victoria. So you can see the mint mark here. This is the H mint. The H mint has a mintage of 41.5 million. This one has no mint mark. So it is London has a mintage of 7.7 million. So there is a difference in the actual values of these coins. So in this condition here, probably $10 to $15 for that. Probably about $20 for this one, because it is a H mint mark. There's a H mint mark, and this one is not. But these will probably sell a lot better if they were put together and sold together. But I haven't done that. Anyway, so that is a nice series. You can see there's difference in the actual rim as well. So, sort of, this one seems to have a lot more. If you put it together, at least line one up, this one seems to have a lot more denticles than that one there. Okay, then the only other one I have is 1903. So the coins with the effigy of Edward VII were minted from 1902 to 05, and they're all pretty common. So 1903 is a mintage of 25 million, and in this condition, probably $10 to $15. It's very fine. And there's another one. It's probably more fine. And the third one is also fine condition. And if you look them on eBay, they're not too hard to come across. So the last two I have is 1937. So this coin had a mintage of 17.5 million, and this is a nickel coin. So in 1935, they took the silver coins out of circulation. Well, they started to anyway, and they issued nickel coins. At first, they were the same size as the silver coins, but then they probably found it a bit hard to differentiate between both, so they increased the size of the 10-cent coin. Now, during the Second World War, these were replaced by banknotes, Japanese and also British issue. And after the Second World War, they issued banknotes, so I don't think these need to circulate. These are probably melted down for the nickel content by the Japanese in mass. And in 1948, they issued nickel brass coins, so a brownish type coin, which is different than this. And I don't have any on the table. So this one's probably VF condition. To EF. No, this one's VF condition. You can see it has a lot of wear on it. Yeah, it's probably about $5 to $10 of that. This one's probably EF condition. It has some wear, but most of the details are quite intact. And you can see the hair. You can see a lot of the detail on the hair. Here's the security reading. Let's put the other one together. You can see the difference. This one has a wider security readed. This one is a lot thinner. So turn that around. Yeah, it just indicates this is probably more like an error coin on the rim. So this one's probably at least $10 to $20. If you look around, you can probably pick them up for $5. But they're not as common. And they're probably from sellers that are not as experienced in coin collecting. Anyway, I hope this helps you with your Hong Kong coins. I actually quite like them. Oh, another thing I didn't compare is the last issue of Hong Kong coin with the effigy. Now the current 10-cent coins the same size, nickel brass, and as you can see, you got Queen Victoria. Elizabeth II. This one's nearly similar in size. So that's a nice comparison. So 1985, 34 million. And this is pretty much only face value. Only good collecting if they are uncirculated. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you very much and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Take care and have a good one.